What's going on? It's Greggatron. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a good Columbus Day, and I hope you like my shirt. Yeah. Alright, today I have another sword review for you guys, and this one today is about this. Alright, I see a glare. What's up with this glare? There we go. I guess my camera wants me to stand right here. This thing is my favorite sword of all time, or at least that I own anyway. Before I get into the sword itself, which I will, here's the box. It's got the name of the sword, Valiant, however you want to pronounce it. I got this sword in 2010 or 2011. It's the 2010 edition. Gil Hibben. And it's a saber from Gil Hibben. The part number is GH5020A, but that's not going to help you because it's discontinued. These things sold out quick. The box says United Cutlery. I got the sword itself from heavenlyswords.com, which now I can't even find that website. So this came with it also. It says trueswords.com. So I'm thinking there was some type of partnership between True Swords and Heavenly Swords. You got that. Yeah, trueswords.com. I had the sword hanging up on my wall. This is the sheath. The only thing is, because it was hanging for so long, this just straight up separated. But as you can see, that's Gil Hibben's signature. If you don't know about Gil Hibben, this guy was like a master blacksmith or swordsmith when it came to designing and creating blades. He was more of a knife guy than a sword guy, to be honest. But he was doing this stuff for 60 plus years. I mean, the guy is incredible. And I remember when I was on heavenlyswords.com, I was just messing around, and this is what I saw, and I was like, what the heck? I was still in high school at the time, alright? And it was like love at first sight. It really was. And I remember even back then saying, I gotta have that sword. Like, I gotta have it. It's considered a fantasy sword, so it's not like, pirate or medieval. It's not even like that. It's just straight fantasy. It's not a replica for anything in particular. It's just something he came up with on his own. So he basically just made the sword for fun. And it's just gorgeous. I have nothing bad to say about it. But for one, let me say, they only made so many, right? On the side it says, well, not the side, but the front, it says, first production run, one of 1,400, and this is number 1006. You can see that. Maybe you can't see it. It's kind of hard to see. Come on. Ah, there we go. Right. Hang on a second. There it is. On my camera, it looks reversed, but you should be able to see it in the video. 1006. And you got Gil Hibben's signature. It says Hibben Knives. That's how you know it's authentic. You can see how I'm holding the blade. This sword is not sharp. I got a homie, he sharpens swords. He told me this sword's not meant to be sharpened because it's a saber. And I guess in the sense that it's fantasy. So I don't know how true that is, but if you think he's wrong, let me know. But it's totally for decoration. I don't see the sword as a weapon at all. I see it as something to hang. So it doesn't need to be sharp. So now the tip is sharp. The tip is no joke. You can see that too. We're getting some good camera angles. I mean, I can't say enough good stuff about this sword. I guess there was a limited edition one also I saw somewhere where the guards here are gold and the tip right here is gold. But still, I'm perfectly okay with this version. I think I spent like maybe more than $200. But this is back when I was in high school. This is 2010, 2011. So even back then, for a teenage boy, it was affordable. So let's talk about the sword a little bit itself. I guess I'll start with the handle. So it's a double grip sword. Double-handed, as you can see. There's plenty of room for both hands. But check out the handle itself. And I would like to say the handle is my favorite part of the sword, but there's so many good features of this thing. It's like every feature is my favorite thing about the sword. That's how crazy it is. So this is that wire texture, or whatever you want to call it. Makes it super comfortable to hold. Very, very comfortable. I like how the tip of the handle looks kind of like an arrow. That's kind of cool. Super cool. Alright, let's go up a little bit to the guards. These are called guards because it can protect you from an attack. Excuse me, it can defend you. You're guarding yourself from other swords. Oh, it's got the part number on the other side too. Come on. There we go. Right there. And you can see it says Hibben Knives. Yes, sir. Crafted in China? But yeah. These guards are really nice. I call these the teeth. Now, I talked about the blade itself not being sharp, but the teeth are sharp. Very sharp. When I was in high school still, I had some buddies over, and I stepped out for a minute. I come back, and one of my buddies is bleeding. His hand just bleeding half to death. I'm like, what the hell are y'all doing up here? Well, they were sword fighting with this and one of my other swords, and my dumb idiot friend, shout out to him, he cut his hand on the tip. On the freaking teeth. So not even the blade itself, but he cut himself on the teeth. So it's no joke. I keep saying swords are not toys. I like this piece right here. This separation from the handle to the blade. That's super cool. The blade itself is very beautiful. And look at the separation going up. This thing is just incredible. Like, I'm glad I bought it back then. I can't even remember how I stumbled across heavenlyswords.com. And that website isn't even around anymore. Because when people think Heavenly Sword, they're thinking of video game. No, it's not the same thing. But I'll put in the description where you can find swords similar to this. You won't find this one anymore. Unless if it's like eBay or Amazon or something. But, like I said, they only made 1,400 of them. Now, the weight of this sword, it's a pretty good weight. It looks kind of heavy. It's not as heavy as it looks, but it's still a pretty friendly weight. I forgot how long it is. Hang on 1 minute. Alright, I had to get my measurements out real quick. Almost forgot. So the blade itself is about 27 inches long. Between 26, 27 inches. And the whole sword overall is 41 inches. So that's quite a bit of handle. Quite a bit of handle. Alright, I'm going to take this time to do some poses real quick. Our sword's just a beautiful thing. I mean, let me back up on him real quick. And did I mention the blade is double-sided? So if it were to be sharp, that means both sides would be sharp. You can't lose with this sword. It's beautiful. It's deadly. You can defend yourself with it as far as the guards goes. It's got great weight, great length. I mean, the handle is great. It's just incredible. If I would consider any sword to be a work of art, it'd be this one. Also, I keep this hanging up on the wall. This one didn't come with a plaque that you hang on your wall. That was the limited edition one. But I hang this one on the wall right by my door, my front door, to let people know, if you walk in this house, don't start nothing. Don't even try it. Because you would think, right, if there's a robber or a thief or a bad guy coming into this home, if you see something like this, the first thing, you ain't trying nothing. You ain't trying nothing. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope you liked my video. But again, I could just keep on talking about it because it's just so beautiful. It's just so gorgeous. I would never sell it. Never. You could offer me $1,000 right now. I say no. You could offer me $10,000. I would still say no. There was another version of this sword. It didn't have these two teeth up here. Now this one was still down here, but it was subtracting this one. And then the blade itself was a little different. But this guy, Gil Hibben, was extremely talented. And I got another Gil Hibben. It's a knife. I'll talk about that some other time. And I also like the stainless steel. See the reflection? Like if I open my blinds right now, you can see all kinds of reflections. It's like a mirror. Yeah. Look at that reflection. Oh, man. Looks like a lightsaber. Look at how the sun just beams off of it. That's just incredible. But yeah. The only thing is the sheath. The sheath broke on me from when it was hanging up. But normally, that's what it would look like. Actually, no. Normally it would look like that. See? But that leather is old. And when it's just hanging, I guess that's likely to happen. It just fell right off one day. I'm like, what the heck? Because I guess this part is heavier than the rest. Look at that. Still, I can't even use that as a bad thing about the sword. What would I rate it? So 10 out of 10 means it's perfect, right? In my opinion, this is beyond perfect. It's got to be like a 12 out of 10. Everything from the handle grip to the look to the stainless steel action to the teeth to the wiring on the handle to the tip of the handle. I don't know, man. It's just my favorite. All my friends, they know about this sword. It's like a claymore, but it's not. It's got everything there is good about a claymore, just minus the length. But it's got the beauty of nothing I've ever seen before as far as swords goes. So yeah, it's double-sided. Now I'm just repeating myself. So it would be like a 12 out of 10, maybe even like a 15 out of 10. So any other sword review I show y'all, there will not be one sword I like better than this one. And I'm not telling you not to watch the other ones, but this baby right here. This is my baby. I hope you like my video. Yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Have a good holiday and peace.